Soul Ascension family, and welcome back to our channel. We are back with our May readings. Man, it has flown by so fast, Gemini, but we are here. So let's jump in and get started. Thank you to everybody who has liked, subscribed, who continues to watch. I appreciate you so very much. And let's see what Spirit has for you today. All right, Spirit, show me all of the energy surrounding my Gemini, please. Sun, moon, and rising, all of the energy surrounding Gemini. I feel like a ton of cards is going to pop out like any second. See, there we go. Out. I feel like there's so many in here. For you, Gemini, like so much to say. That like energy of like trying to like anxious energy, like jumping off the chest is what I get for you guys. Okay, quite a few cards here. I'm just going to turn them all over just to Spirit. Where do they go? Above you, Gemini. Below you, again, if you do not like necessarily care for this part, you are welcome to fast forward through this if you want. I appreciate you sitting with me and staying with me and letting me read for you today, all my Gemini family. So I appreciate you. And hopefully you stay with us till the end. All right. There is a lot of reverse here, Geminis. I don't know if it's all supposed to be in reverse this much. That's quite a bit of reverse. I don't know if we can get it to spin like I'd like it to, but I just need it to go away. Okay, nope, in reverse. Okay, I'm going to take it as they all are where they are supposed to be because Spirit says they are. I don't feel like anything needs to be moved or turned over. Let's start at the heart space, the Empress. You know, May is a very, what seems to be like evaluation month for you guys, Gemini. I've got the Empress here and she's in reverse. Typically, this is not a card I see in reverse very often, but you know, the Empress, Gaia, nurturing, motherly. It is that ultimate mother card. That is what the Empress. She gives birth to life. She co-creates. She does all of the things, and so this makes me feel very strongly that some of you are dealing with loss. Some of you are dealing may signify memory of loss in some way for a lot of you. And I feel like the nurturing part of yourself that should be nurturing, where you may need to be nurturing your own spirit and maybe some of the things that you went through in the past. It's time to not hold on to so many of those things. On your receiving side is that Queen of Cups. You know, this is your inability. This being in reverse is the inability here to be open, to be vulnerable. This makes me feel like there is a wall up in some way in some of the areas of your life, especially things that have to do with a grievance or heartbreak. This Ten of Swords over here is like, it still hurts is what I see when I feel that. It still hurts. It still feels miserable. It still feels like I am trying to heal and go through the process, even from some things that may not necessarily have been so recent. You know, it's for you guys, May is the month of reconciliation. If I had to pick one word, I would say reconciliation, because this is time where no matter whether you want to or not, Gemini, it is forcing you to face things, memories, heartbreak, hurt, just in a lot of ways. It is, and Gemini, for some of you, this is your birthday month. So even more so with, you know, the end of this month being your birthday month, or in the middle of the month even, but where, you know, when the that Taurus season, turns to Gemini, some of this may even be like I'm dealing with loss, I'm dealing with hurt, and things that even surrounded some of your birthday. I get a inability to trust people or trust someone. That's one of the reasons why your heart's not open. A lot of energy on past is what I'm picking up here, right? This Ace of Pentacles that is in reverse here, I don't know if it's supposed to be, like I said, I just want to ask Spirit, to kind of question. Oh, there's this. Let's see. Yeah, nope, still in reverse. And I feel strongly that what Spirit is saying is that some of this not openness, some of this blockage that you have is not only affecting you in just moving forward emotionally, but it is also in some ways moving forward in your money, in your professional life. I kind of was going to do, let's see what came out the cards, and whatever we didn't hit, I was going to pull for after. However, I feel like we're getting a little bit of love and a little bit of career and a little bit of money all in the same thing here. You are going to be in a good place, Gemini. That is what I see at the end of the table, right? Here on, this shows me where you are in your head. You're kind of stuck on money, feel like you don't have enough of it. In your heart, you're still grieving some things and trying to figure out how to deal with it, even though you're not the most vulnerable and are having some significant trust issues right now. Underneath that, this Knight of Swords in reverse, again, just, I really want to know, if these are absolutely reflective of what they're supposed to be here. So there we go. See, sometimes it does what I want it to do, and sometimes it does not, as you see. It's just a matter of getting it the exact right placement. Okay, yes, and still in reverse. So, sometimes there's all these things that we think we should be doing, right? We need to take action for this. We need to take action for that. We need to do this. We need to do that. And here is you, Gemini, needing to not take any action at your root, although you feel like you need to try and do something to make things different. Spirit says in this moment, what they really need you to do is breathe and try to make a plan for what looks forward. I see a stairwell. My eyes are closed, and in this very moment, I see a stairwell. And what I feel and what I hear the spirit guide saying right now is that you, in order to be able to get to that next level, that stairwell, in order to be able to go up those stairs, you have to not be paralyzed. You have to start with one foot in front of the other, and you have to start climbing, right? And so to get to that next level, it's going to be for you, Gemini, very one step at a time. The problem here is you want to go from here, and instead of going one step at a time, you just want to jump and be at the top of the stairwell. And Spirit said it's not going to work that way. And if you keep operating in that way and in that mindset, you're going to miss a lot that is needed, that you're supposed to gain as you do the step by step. You're going to miss all the things in between that is supposed to be eye-opening and enlightening along the journey. So even though this seems like a very, very rough period for you, Gemini, which I know I just said it with the Virgos, but I'm going to say it again with you, Gemini too. You guys it just seems, I know you get that feeling that you're always going through something, right? That is a universal thing right now for a lot of the signs and all the planets and the metric retrogrades and the Mercury and all of the things, all of the planets and the placements and the shifting and Neptune and Pluto and Uranus, like all of the shifts, planetary shifts, and just all of the things. We've had an eclipse, we just had a pink moon. All of the things that we are having does affect the pull of the universe on, and the placement does make a difference. I am not an astrologer by any means. I am learning still, and what even the things that I learn in conjunction with how my moods are even affected when the full moon, or when like all the things that I'm learning right now in the astrology realm just continue to like blow my mind, because there is direct association with placement of planetary changes and in us humans. I just absolutely connect the two, and I believe so. So I'm not an astrologer, but tarot is definitely my thing. I have been reading tarot for many many years at this point. I sound very, very old, but I am mid 40s, y'all. So, um, you know, I've been doing this a while, and I've been doing it long enough to tell you that whatever spirit is trying to bring to you right now is because they are taking you to another level. You are growing. These are growing pains. You are growing out of where you are and growing into a much more prosperous, more beautiful, more effective space that you're going to be in, where your money looks good and your ability to be open and be vulnerable is actually there. But you've got to get there, and it's going to be step by step. You can't skip the grieving. You can't skip the heartbreak. You can't skip any of the steps. You have to go with it as it comes. You have to accept life on life's terms and deal and grieve these things. Grieve these things. Process this, all of this that may be still there, and know that just knowing what your past is, if anything, doesn't affect your future, but makes you stronger in it. So you've got to keep going forward. Know that your money's going to change, but you got to put some effort in it too. Okay. There's got to be some effort there. This Queen of Cups energy, this, I'm not being open. By being closed to everything, you're closed to everything. So even the part of you, this Four of Cups, the doing the introspect and doing the work and the actual sitting with it and letting it go and breathing it out and being vulnerable, you've got to take that breath and do that, because this prosperity isn't going to come without you doing the work too. And a lot of people go, well, 9 times out of 10, I can hear somebody out there saying, well, right now, well, what is this prosperity that's meant for me anyway got to do with me not being open and being closed off and not doing the work, so to speak? It is all connected. It is all very beautifully and intricately connected. The lessons, the knowing, the feeling, the things emotionally, everything emotional and spiritual are connected. You can't be one without the other. Although, don't quote me on that. Somebody's going to argue with me, I'm pretty sure. But in my experience, they're very much connected. The spiritual, the emotional, and being able to understand the messages of what spirit is giving you, those two are very connected. And so you've got to do the emotional processing and workings so you can see that this is not a dead end. This is not a stop here. This is not a stop sign. This is just a pause, catch my breath, balance out, and keep moving step by step, up the steps, because it takes you to somewhere better. It takes you to somewhere different. It takes you to where this Ace of Pentacles and this money changes and looks so much better and brighter for you. It puts you in this space where you understand that I don't have to always take action to try and do things or fix something, because it's going to work itself out. You are going to have all the prosperity that Spirit has for you, Gemini. But you have got to be in a space where you process. You've got to be in a space where you understand that you deserve it. You've got to be in a space where you can try to trust again, no matter what it looks like. I don't know if I can trust that person. They might do me wrong, but it's not whether or not what their actions are towards you. It's you being able to receive them at all. It is the vulnerability. It is pushing past the hurt and still allowing yourself to be vulnerable in a space that you most likely wouldn't. And even right now, since all of this is just popping past so much for me, you doing the work, being introspective, right? And doing the work and actually sitting and acknowledging all of the things that you may not have processed or been through or dealt with, and allowing that to push you forward is a huge, huge, huge breakthrough for you, Gemini. So why not do the work? Why not be open to prosperity? Why not be open to actually being in a place where I might be able to trust somebody and be free of feeling like I've got this 10 of swords and I'm being held down and captive by my pain? There's no need to. There's no need to be held captive by your pain anymore. Okay. You have got to know, look at this. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, that security and prosperity work hand in hand together, and they are going to be there for you. That King of Pentacles is the ultimate sign of stability and like actual groundedness in money, in security, in all of the things that equal great colors of the root. I love all of this red back there because it symbolizes and stabilizes the root of what stability and prosperity look like together. And then this page of wands, being able to take chances, being able to be free, being able to start over, but new beginning, rebuild, all of the things that are beautiful in this. So it is time to release all of the pain that may be holding you back and keeping you from moving forward into the prosperity that you actually deserve. Okay, that was very both finance driven and in some ways career driven for some of you. So what I will do is pull a couple of cards for love, since that is the one thing that's not on this board. So Spirit, can you show me what love looks like for Gemini? Just for those of my sun, moon, and rising who need a word or two on love, what does that look like, Spirit? Okay, I'm gonna leave all these cards out because it's all for you, Gemini. Spirit, show me love. What does love look like? What does love look like for Gemini? Even if it's in just a few cards, I will take what love looks like. Oh my God, something flipped. There it is. All right, y'all, different deck, wanting to know what the love looks like. Page of Wands, two of the same card. And it's funny how this staff over here, like this is the last card. So this is the where you're going card, right? So this is my, I look at this. Some readers read very different. So, but this is the staff to me, and this is what shows me like where you're going. And for me to see this Page of Wands over here and it come up on your love cycle over here, that is absolute confirmation. Same card, two different decks, but exact same card. And what that means to me is brightness, things to look forward to, places to rebuild in. So you're going to be able to do that in love. So releasing all of these feelings not only sets the stage for you being in a prosperity place, and being able to move forward in your work and in your money, but it also creates this breeding ground for you to be able to cultivate new love. Where you feel like you've been stuck, I feel like that releases for you, brings forth Queen of Pentacles energy. Okay, ultimate stability, the Queen. I also feel like for some of you, this is finding that pairing of a partner that where you've been stuck maybe on the same, what I see here is maybe on the same type of relationship and the same type of partner. I feel like you recognize that it's time for that to change. And in order for you to be in a place where you are stable and you can grow and you can fulfill that queen space, right? King of Pentacles showed up here on that where you're going staff, probably because at that point, with you establishing these different boundaries and rebuilding, you're moving towards somebody who is equally stable, that equally yoked. The Queen of Pentacles is the equal to the King of Pentacles. They are equal in each other. So even on this side of things where you kind of go into that King of Pentacles, that there's a balance that is established. That's what you're looking for in relationship: reciprocation, establishment. You want something that is balanced. This Six of Wands is about, it's been a battle. You've been stuck when it came to relationship. It has been an absolute battle. But that right there is about being able to move forward after the battle and being absolutely victorious in this space of, I found my partner, I found my person, I found who I needed, and I can happily move forward into where I belong. So, as I stated here, you keep refusing to do the work, but doing the work gets you the prosperity. Doing the work gets you the partner. Doing the work gets you all of the things that you're manifesting anyway, Gemini. So why not just do the work? Okay. I am going to do an oracle card for you guys because, of course, I feel like we need it. Energy oracle. What do you have for my Geminis today? Sun, moon, and rising, please. Oh, that was very quick. My favorite color here, purple. She's absolutely beautiful. The seventh chakra, Archangel Uriel. That is absolutely beautiful. And on that one, I am going to go to the book, you guys, because 4 plus 1 is 5. Okay, so change is what I'm picking up on. A lot of change in that aspect. Just changes that are coming. Okay, let's talk. We're going to talk about your crown chakra. Again, I usually don't do this for a book, but I'm just doing what Spirit tells me to do. The beautiful angel Uriel, also called the fire of God, wears a brilliant crystal crown vibrating with a passionate connection to the divine. She brings great power to your seventh energy center, which is called the crown chakra and is located at the top of your head. This card upright indicates an open and free flowing channel of information and inspiration from the wonderful things in the spirit world. This could also be a time of great intuition for you and guidance from the higher awareness. So allow yourself to quiet your mind and listen. Okay. And as I said, right? Like you guys, it's painful. You're pushing through the pain. You've been holding this pain. You haven't done the work in the grievance or the loss. And so that is needed here. And as you do that in your crown chakra, you will start to feel a balance, a clearness, a space of where it's not so heavy anymore. And it's the processing, right? For you, and your head is going 90 to nothing all the time, Gemini. It is the processing. It is being able to let all of this energy go and have a clear head and have a clear mind and have a clear spirit. Okay. I hope that today's reading has been helpful. Thank you so much for spending all of this great time with me. I will like to extend, please, 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 please hit that little notification bell. I'd love to have you as part of the Beautiful Ascension family. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see you again in June, and love and light to you, all of my beautiful Geminis.